Yes, it's time for the Season 13 finals of the TTS MCP League, Season 13. I am your host, Dr. Norbert. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. And with me is my usual co-host, the dapper and strategic genius, the Huggy Bear. There he is. Hello, Huggy.
What do you mean, the Huggy Bear?
The Huggy Bear. Welcome, everybody, to the show. What are you saying?
No. I was just, I just found it funny that you said before your own name, and I wanted that too.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's the cue. We'll have to use that as the cue from now on. Right on, everybody. We are going to get straight into the rosters and then say hello to everybody properly, but this is the finals from Season 13. 10 weeks, a grueling 10 weeks of games that these two gentlemen have gone through to get to this point. Only one of them can become the winner of the Season 13. It'll be Kyle Vandegraaf from Canada playing Convocation versus the brutal onslaught of Anders Kollar Hedvall from Sweden playing his combination Brotherhood and Cabal list. Let us take a look at the rosters. So in red tonight is Kyle. He's playing Convocation, as I mentioned. He has Bear Mordo, Zemo 1, Bullseye, Sexy Strange, Dr. Voodoo, my colleague from graduate school, Wong, Ultron 2, Red Skull 3, woo, MODOK 2, and Magic. Crises tonight are Deadly Meteors, Demons Downtown, Gamma Wave, followed by extracts of Fear Grips, that's Hammers, Research Station, and Montesi Formula. Zooming straight over to Kollar from Sweden, he is playing Mystique, Juggernaut, Hulk, Bullseye, Baron 1, Nebula, Pyro, Red Skull 3 again, popular dude, Thanos, which Thanos is it, buddy? Mind, Space Gem, all right, Control Thanos, and Toad. He's got Scrolls, Research Station, Mutant Extremists, in other words, Senators, Intrusions, Gamma Wave, and Demons Downtown. All right, let me tell the gents that they can get rolling. Go ahead.
This implies to be a showdown. We need to mention that there are some nuance to this. There's, as you mentioned, Anders has both Cabal and Brotherhood available in his roster. But I did notice that Kyle does have a small Cabal splash on his side as well. He even brought Dark Rain, quite similar actually to the list that Schmid has been talking about on his very interesting YouTube channel lately. So Convocation is can somewhat struggle at lower points, and that's where Cabal come in usually.
What's the Schmidt channel that you speak of? What's this all about?
Schmid, he's I think he's American, and he has a YouTube channel. He's been playing a lot of Convocation and talking about it on Stad channel.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. Nice one. So tell us a little bit about these. Okay, let's go. They've chosen, so let's take a quick peek at what has turned up. So first of all, the map tonight is from Pat from ATB. This is one of his newer ones, Nasty Neighborhood. I like this map, actually. Very classic MCP.
Very classic.
This is going to be really nice. So we'll take a look at what's on the table in a moment. Let's see. Who won what? The dice roll was won by, looks like Kyle, right? And I'm not sure what he picked. Let's see.
Well, they both had Researcher and Gamma, so...
yeah, so I guess it doesn't matter too much, but let's see what he picked. But yeah.
It's going to be violent.
It's going to be Gamma.
Oh, so violent.
Oh, man. Double E. E.
I'd already here, I'd say,
okay, sorry. I got the... Huggy, let me interrupt you real quick. Kyle picked extracts.
Right.
Okay.
Anders has one big advantage here already by in the fact that he is able to go 3 wide at 15, whereas Kyle is not. He can only go 4 wide.
Oh yeah, you think so? Oh, that's scary. Ooh, these guys are ready for it. They're ready for it. Let's take a look at what got tossed up. So there was no choice on the threat, 15, and they more or less had very similar crises, to be honest.
Yep.
So they both wanted this, essentially. they got exactly what they deserve.
But this is a very interesting setup by Kyle, because the Ultron and MODOK combination is quite interesting, where MODOK has a superpower where you can sacrifice to a friendly character within 2, which can easily be one of Ultron's grunts, and when they die, they explode and give him power.
Yeah,
then you can bring them back, and
we saw Kyle be a master of wielding MODOK 2 right in the middle of the board all last game. If you want to watch the semifinals, see it on my Twitch channel for a short time, and then a video on demand at all times on YouTube. Let's see what he took, though, this time. He took Bullseye. He took MODOK 2, which is exciting. Red Skull 3, who teleports people like MODOK 2. Hello. Or Ultron 2 with the grunts. He took Brace, Age of Ultron, of course, Dark Reign, Sacrifice, and Fall Back. So this is actually a Cabal list, not a Convocation list.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to edit the title.
So Cabal on Cabal.
And Anders took a less wide list, which means he'll have priority more often. He took Red Skull 3. He took Space Mind Thanos, the Control Thanos, and Baron Zemo 1, which we saw him use to brutal effect in the semifinals. He's taken Dark Reign as well. Cosmic Obliteration, that is always a lot of fun. That's a different card. This is a new card for Red Skull 3.
It's from the new core set.
Yeah,
amazing. Newish core set.
Yeah. Basically, you take conditions off yourself, and then you could put conditions on people within 3, I guess. Yeah.
That is the case.
I am a Baron after all. Wow, he's piling a lot of effort into Zemo. This is a great card too, really fun. Brace and Recal, which is pretty standard. Nice one. All right. The boys are already putting all their things down, so let me show you how they've already lined everything up. They have Thanos straight in the middle there. That's Kollar Thanos with Red Skull 3 just next to him on the left and Baron Zemo on the right. MODOK 2 is straight down the middle. Bullseye just to the left. The drones just to that left. And then Ultron to the right of MODOK. And I'm trying to find Red Skull. Yeah, he's hidden in between the big boys there. So very tight, as you would expect for a down the middle scenario. So it's straight down the middle, everyone. You can't see the secures because they're being hidden by the researcher and the 2 research stations on either side. The research is worth 2 unless you're within 1 of your opponent's research station, and then you get an extra VP point. And Gamma is worth 1 each, but the enemy home Gamma is worth 2 points. We have a size 3 in the middle, another size 3 in the middle, size 4 on the left here, size 4 on the top left there. So a fair amount of terrain. That's quite big, but the ones that are going to matter is the Fountain and the Daily Bugle, perhaps the size 4s.
Yeah, there are no throws. Oh, well, sorry. Kollar has 1 character that can throw, and that is Red Skull, whereas Kyle has 3 out of his 4 characters having quite significant throws. There are size 2 throws on both MODOK and Ultron, and Red Skull has a size 3 throw.
Oh, look, the Edmonton superfans have arrived, Huggy Bear. As you know, Edmonton, Canada is major supporters of the show. They are also the national epicenter of MCP in Canada, amongst having a mall and oil, apparently. So good to have them along. We wouldn't be the same kind of show without the super fans in attendance. Yeah. Kyle is from Ontario, not Edmonton. Yeah, I know Vince. Vince, I know he's not from Edmonton, but the super fans from Edmonton are here. You know, Kyle is he's one of the provincial people of MCP, whereas Edmonton is the capital of MCP in Canada, as we all know. Right. So what has happened already? Woo-wee. Looks like Thanos has moved up and also ported Baron Zemo behind him, like his little pet.
Yep. So this is like I think it's unlikely that we will be seeing any significant action round one. This is more like a positioning dance. Kollar is apparently taking great care to staying outside of those threat ranges that can generate power to Ultron and MODOK.
Am I right in thinking that Kyle's already just activated Red Skull and Bullseye?
That is correct.
Wow. Okay, just to try to get those activations out of the way. So he's leaving them basically. Yeah. Well, let's see. Bullseye is contesting the point. Red Skull 3 is not.
Yeah, there is one very significant aspect to this game, and that is that Kollar's Thanos is slightly less able to control MODOK and Ultron, because both of them have a superpower that says that they cannot be pushed or advanced by the effects of enemy mystic attacks or superpowers, which is exactly what the Mind Gem is. So we can only use Cosmic Portal to move them and fish them into his net, so to speak. Then again, Baron Zemo has a long move charge, and he can very well get to where he needs to be in order to make big attacks into those two beefy boys. Round two.
Oh man, but the priority is going to matter a lot here, won't it? Regardless of that.
For sure. Anders is in a great position to have to murder one of Kyle's models before they get to do anything for rounds 2 and 3. However, MCP dice can heavily affect that.
Ooh. This
is very interesting. He's already fishing out Kyle's Red Skull. So he is apparently going to be the victim.
Well, that makes sense.
The first victim.
Yeah, first victim. Yeah. Red Skull, as you know, is problematic. I mean, he can help the Kyle's team quite a bit between moving MODOK 2 and Ultron around.
Here we see Thanos space jamming himself backwards. Very interesting pattern. Because now the fact that the Mind Gem doesn't work on Kyle's two most powerful pieces, or two of them. I think Red Skull is probably the most powerful piece. But anyway, it's much more significant should Kollar's Thanos be dazed at any point in time during the game, because then he loses his Cosmic Portal and can only have his unusable Mind Gem.
So what did Zemo do? Or did
he just walked up and stood by.
Yeah, okay. So he's contesting the back point. And Thanos moved forward and fished forward Red Skull 3 and then moved himself back out of harm's way. Kyle then responded by putting the drones up forward, so we have to see now where he wants to put Ultron 2. Remember, he basically passed Red Skull 3 and Bullseye's activations. Did nothing with them apart from activate them. And I think that was to keep them out of harm's way. All right, here's Ultron 2 going within range 4 of Thanos. Is this going to be Kyle trying to wipe out Thanos?
Yeah, this is definitely Kyle trying to set up a means to punish Thanos really hard. If Kollar decides to go first with Baron Zemo and try to take out Red Skull 3. However, this gunshot into Thanos now is going to feed him some power, and that is power that can be used by Red Skull 3 to teleport Thanos out of harm's way. So, yeah.
Yeah, so don't forget, because Thanos is within range 2 of Zemo, he gets to reroll 1 defensive die. And so saved only, he's Space Mind, right? So he saved only 2 with his own mitigation is 3. So he's only taken 1 point of damage. But he does get bleed and poison, which Vodka Blitz points out is super annoying on Thanos.
Indeed. Very much so.
Wanted to also mention about the crises, the gamma shelters, in addition to the VPs I mentioned before. If you're outside of 2 of them in the cleanup phase, you're going to take a point of damage. So right now, Ultron 2, the drones, maybe not the drones, Ultron 2 and Red Skull 3 on Kyle's side are probably going to take a damage.
So here we're going to see a very dangerous attack going into Kyle's Red Skull. Don't know if he will be spending power on Thanos for Death's Decree or just settling for the Zemo reroll here, because I think there he spent for the Death Decree.
Sure.
So 7 dice.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Here we go.
Okay, so that's 5 already there. Yeah, and then he has to see, that's 7, and then a Zemo reroll. Bye-bye, Red Skull.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. He's at 7. You said the average was 7. He's done 6 only. It's only 6.
The skull is correct.
Because of the leadership ability, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So for everybody at home, the both playing Cabal, Red Skull 3 Cabal, and that means you can pay, once per turn, you can pay a power to turn a skull into a crit.
Yep. So I will not be, let's see here. Maybe Red Skull wants to spend power to place Thanos further back, or to avoid him getting shot by MODOK here.
Yeah. Because he has the teleport ability now that he's gained a buttload of power. How much does the teleport cost?
The teleport costs 4, but Red Skull can spend power on
for other people,
other characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he teleported him forward onto the researcher.
Yeah, sure. It's worth 3 points right now.
For sure. He's gonna have to.
He's gonna contest.
Yeah. Forcing MODOK to double move to stop that point swing.
Who's MODOK looking at? He's turn him around, Kyle. Or is he he's just mooning Thanos. He's like, here.
Yeah. He's attacking him with a jet beam from his chair, his fart chair.
All right. That saves Kyle from losing those points in the middle. So it looks like they're going to get 1 each. But Kyle does have a dazed Red Skull 3, which don't forget is his leader. And Kollar will retain priority, which is going to be nasty now. Plus gamma damage for people. I don't know if the drones took 1 or not, but everybody else is okay.
So it'll be an interesting opening of round 2 for sure, because Kyle has Sacrifice online, and it's obvious now that Kollar will do what he can to get Red Skull down. he could go first with Thanos and fish out Red Skull, double tap him, and have a quite significant chance of KOing him, getting around that sacrifice. However, the preferred option is usually to go first with Zemo because he's the squishiest, so the easiest activation to deny for the opponent, and he's also the hardest hitting, to be fair, in this list because he can make use of Death's Decree, and he also has Master Swordsman.
Yeah, that's right. Master Swordsman gives him the extra movement as well.
Yeah, and under Death's Decree, with Red Skull's leadership and Master Swordsman, Zemo is expected to roll an average of 7 successes.
That's right.
Which one-shots most 3 defense models.
Yeah, sure. I have to point out, though, playing such a tall list like this, three characters, is not easy because every action really has to count. Certainly, every activation. It has to be almost flawless.
For sure. Looks like he's measuring the Mind Gem move on Red Skull, getting him outside of 2 of a friendly character. But that also means that it's Thanos that has to do the dirty.
Yeah, which he doesn't want to do. Not this Thanos, anyway.
He'd obviously... Oh, there we go. He'd obviously prefer to go first with Zemo to avoid him getting killed before activating, but he's quite unlikely to KO Red Skull otherwise because of sacrifice and other defensive tech, so...
Not a good hit. Not a good hit. So
three hits. Yeah, only 3. And that's a good block. So.
This is Thanos, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Kyle manages to get through that. Looks like he spent some power and healed the damage off of himself. What's that?
Not sure.
Did you see that? I'm imagining
things. I did. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe Anders decided to not use the leadership.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or, as Stephen Swayze points out in the chat, it may be that he, for the sake of respecting the timing steps, removed the damage because he was considering a fallback.
Okay. Makes sense.
So, yeah, that was not a good first hit for Thanos.
No. No. Had he been Senior Thanos, the Mexican Thanos, he would have had at least 1 crit added into that.
But he did get a crit because he's on the Red Skull. So
oh my lord!
He's like Monsieur Thanos, MSR.
Monsieur, okay, I like that. Okay, I am just trying
Basically.
to.
the French Titan, eh?
French Titan. Oh, I love that. Wanted to mention to everybody who's excited about this. What happened here?
That block.
That block was great. Wow. All right. Is he going to survive this? Yeah. He takes
sure.
1 point of damage.
Remember what happened last game Kollar played, Norbert?
Yes, indeed. That was nuts.
He had a sure KO top of 2 that failed.
So what happened here is Thanos only managed to get one extra second hit point of damage through on the second attack, but he did get the wild trigger, and so Kollar's electing to go ahead and throw Red Skull 3 short. So he's throwing him way down into the backfield here, also far away from a gamma shelter.
Yep.
All right, Kyle's back in it, because that's let's see what.
So
Thanos.
now there's a slight conundrum for Kollar here, because he would definitely have preferred to teleport Ultron away with his cosmic portal. But if he does that, that means he's gonna have no power left on him for Death's Decree later.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, Kyle decides to attack Thanos, and that could be.
Well, this is the thing.
likely.
We've always said, or at least I have always said, that you either fully commit onto Thanos, in other words, your entire team goes in on him to try to take him down, or you ignore him altogether, because otherwise you're just feeding him power, and he does so much with that power, even when he's not active.
Yep.
All right, so he's moving Red Skull 3.
Space jamming his own Red Skull behind that building.
Yeah.
Probably to get him cover. Maybe have him be out of line of sight from Ultron. And here is the cosmic portal on Ultron.
Jesus. Is that enough, Thanos? Have you...
This is nothing compared to what he used to be.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's like, oh my lord. I mean, he is a threat. So there's that. Okay, over to Kyle after that pretty event. I mean, not such great.
He knows now that unless he moves his Red Skull back to be among friends that he can sacrifice to, he's likely to just die.
Yeah. For all you watching, if you're excited about this league and you want to get in on this action, you can. Season 14 will be beginning on 6th of May. It means that registration will open about 2 weeks before that. So make sure you get registered to play. We have 4 different brackets from around the world. You can play anywhere around the world, and you could be part of Season 14. Just need to sign up. Information will be coming out about 2 weeks, so let's say the end of April. All right. MODOK 2 is throwing a...
This is a Pat move. It's a Pat move. Red Skull going on the offense.
I love it. So he's thrown the building into whom? No one.
Seems like no one. Maybe he just wanted to get rid of it to stop Kollar's Red Skull from throwing it.
Yeah. So Red Skull's the one throwing this building.
Yep. So attacking Thanos. Ooh, this is dangerous. Because if Thanos gets fed one more power, he can use Death's Decree on...
Yeah.
Then again, he has to put Thanos down. The stakes are too high.
Yeah.
At some point.
Well, Thanos only saved 1, actually, so he took another 2 points of damage and got shocked for his trouble.
Which is also annoying.
Yeah,
Kollar.
for sure.
For sure.
Where's Kollar's Red Skull 3? Oh God.
He got teleported into Africa.
He's in Rwanda. Oh my lord.
He's in Rwanda. Okay, is that new?
It's the new one. It's the British. It's British politics mixed into our little meme.
Yeah, we'll see. So a Rwanda forever is when you manage to like come back from Rwanda and do have a very impactful activation.
So that building got thrown into by Red Skull 3. So Kyle, Red Skull, threw the building into Zemo, but Zemo braced it. That's why no damage happened.
There we are.
Yeah, that's what it was. And thanks, boys. And then in the chat. And yeah, and then he moved Kollar's Red Skull 3 over into Rwanda and attacked Thanos as his last activation. So that's everything that Red Skull 3 did on Kyle's side. Whew.
Yep.
And he might be within 2 of that gamma shelter in the middle, so he should be also protected from damage.
Most likely.
Right, so now Zemo's going. He's just spent some power to play I Am a Baron after all. He's playing I Am Baron after all, so he was able to heal himself, basically, with that card.
Mm.
That's what he used it for, and I think charged. Charging into MODOK 2, who's very likely going to bodyguard it down to those drones.
I assume he's attacking Red Skull, who is spending 1 per sacrifice.
Okay, the other way around. Got it. Yeah, makes sense. Try to take down the leader, right? But he sacrifices it, what, onto MODOK 2, but the MODOK 2 can then shunt it over to the drones, right?
He doesn't have enough power for that. He was only at 2 power, and he needs to spend 1 for sacrifice.
Okay, got it.
So, not a fantastic hit, but a fantastic block.
I haven't seen the dice.
I saw 3 blocks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see it. I got cleared away straight away. There we go. Second attack, not much better either. Uh-oh.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
This is not good.
I made a mistake earlier about
Kollar.
I'm a Baron. He apparently was not undamaged, I beg your pardon. So he used the card to give himself power instead, which allowed him to charge just then. And his charge did absolutely nothing. Yee. Not good, especially with his Red Skull 3 over in Rwanda.
Right. Yeah, okay. This is the... Yeah. And now Kyle has 2 powerful activations lined up.
Yeah. Really good. I mean, that could be Thanos down.
For sure. For sure. He has at least 3 big attacks into Thanos.
Oop. Looks like Kollar got bumped just out of there. So while we're waiting for them to re-engage into the game, this is what MCP is about, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the game, or if you're just starting out in your journey, do hit like, do hit subscribe. We don't do it for any of the money. Me and Huggy Bear are just doing it to help you have a better time playing MCP, give you a little entertainment or a learning experience. So give us that like, give us that subscribe, tell your friends. Oh, I got a little message here. Let's see what's going on. Oops. Yeah, they're just saying they got disconnected. No worries. And I want to thank everybody for watching tonight live here in the stream. We've got loads of Canadians here, which is great, supporting their guy. First time Canada is in. No. I'm sorry.
No.
How could I forget the mighty Lucas Schick? If you want to see even more streams than we do, you got to tune into Lucas Schick's show. He's got a ton of streams, and he's also been a bridesmaid 3 times, 5 times, probably 5 times now, right?
3 times probably.
3 times? Yeah. 3 times. One day, one day he'll be the winner. He's always got a good smile on. He always takes things in stride. Of course, he won one of the major events at Adepticon in real life. So there, but you know, it's no TTS league. Sorry, dude. But yes, let's see if Canada can finally actually take the finals. But this is the first time the Swedes are in the finals, correct?
It's not actually. It's the second time.
Oh my lord!
Because I think we did have Frederick against Ulysses.
Fred
I
B.
think. Yeah, but that was ages ago.
Yeah, that must have been like season 3.
No, more like season 5, 6, or 7, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, Rat Boy. Rat Boy is also from Sweden. Love that guy. What did he make it into the semifinals? Finals? I don't think he made it that far. I know he was in elimination rounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. I just know Frederick had a good run at one point.
Apparently, Leif. Is that Suzumi Kazo?
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
is.
Okay. He's Canadian.
He was also in the final. We streamed that. He's been two finals, two consecutive ones, actually.
Wow, a lot of Canadians in the finals, but no.
So we went from first time Canadian in the final to like there's always a Canadian in the final.
I know. They're apparently
rarely win.
They're very good at getting to the final, and then they just choke. I don't know. Maybe they're too polite. They're like feeling bad. Like, well, I shouldn't take all the glory. Canadians. Wait a minute. Now Vodka Blitz is telling me that Canada has 3 TTS League winners.
All right. So Esmond is Canadian.
Esmond from season 3. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Is Ulysses a Canadian too? Yeah, Magic Nick, of course.
Magic Nick from season 8. Oh, look at all the Canadians. It looks like I love riling them up there. You stir up these guys, and suddenly. So yeah. So apparently these are a lot of Canadians. They're apparently very proud. I'm getting from Abiscius. They're very proud people, but they just keep it under wraps. I can understand that. Yeah. We have 3 Canadian teams coming to the WTC, which is fantastic. I think 2 maybe more competitive, but one's just coming from the lulls, I think, which is outstanding. I love these guys. And of course, Edmonton. They've got Edmonton MCP superfans. Chess clocks are on. I'm sure they paused it while this DC is happening, but let's see. Here's some.
There's a blue
noise.
hand.
Yeah, here I think Kollar's back now. I think.
Yep. I'm dying to see the next activation here.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be crucial because every activation, as I was saying, is counting for this one. All right, here we go. Back in the action, everybody. Buckle up.
It's like old fun going then.
Pit stop is over. It's all gas, no brakes from now on. Ooh. That's no good. 3 hits with the fake crit. And he's going after, who's he going after? Zemo?
Zemo.
Yeah, okay. Zemo did not so great on the saves, but the hits weren't good. Oh, man. Kyle's turned into one of these dice swipers. He was so good last game. What happened? It's the pressure, man. The pressure is getting him to dice swipe. Oh. Need to have a chat with this young lad. All right, so Ultron 2's had to do the indignity of using one of his actions to move forward and is now going to attack Zemo as well. So Kyle's abandoned trying to take Thanos down. Oh, God.
Big hit.
Yeah. So
6 versus
2 saves so far. The reroll into a 3rd save.
3.
Ho ho! 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 hit points for Zemo.
I failed to see if Ultron got to within 3 of that. Here comes the flying car.
Hey, Guy, if you want to come to the WTC without a team, you could come as a judge. Come as a referee. And then, except for the flight, the rest of it will be paid for by Gil.
So Pierce, that Zemo
Was it a
went
Pierce?
down. Ooh. Yeah, accidental days token on Thanos there. Don't hold your. Because sometimes when these cards turn weird.
Yeah. So Ultron.
So he's got this token nuisance, so he needs.
Oh, the tokens are not working on his card.
Gladly, luckily, they work on the streaming overlay for. For us to see.
Okay.
So Ultron used Encephalo Beam there.
Encephalo Beam, yep, to move Thanos off the points, which Thanos did not like. And that's the end for Ultron 2. So now Kollar is activating his last character, which is Red Skull 3.
Yeah, he could very well pass here. Not really sure why he's not passing, but okay.
Yeah, because I was going to say he's got MODOK 2 and the Bullseye still to go.
Yep.
So he's moved himself forward, and now I was taking a look to see if who can attack. All right, big decision here. But you're thinking a pass would have been in order. I agree. Maybe this is a note you could take for the post-game interview. While he's doing that, I am drinking tonight a Grimbergen Belgian beer. This is their blonde. Not my favorite, but they have a double and a triple that I've also tried before this, and they are excellent. Oh, my Lord. They were so good. The blonde is a bit more on the bitter side. They usually are, but this doesn't have as much malty body as I like, even for a blonde. Yes, it is the correct glass. It is a Grimbergen glass. It was a gift set that I got with 6 beers and this glass. This is not a Pac-Man bow tie. It's sort of like, it's got like all kinds of like computer characters, like little sprites on it. It's got little sprites from the old days, if you remember sprites from computer games. Meanwhile, what do you got on yours? Are there little amoebas on yours?
This is a paisley pattern.
Yeah.
Very classic. So Dark Rain was played.
Yep. Which is interesting this late in the round.
Yeah. So obviously, apparently Red Skull is looking to try and one-shot Kyle's Red Skull, which does not really work for him because Kyle keeps blocking like a champ.
That's just another damage going through on Red Skull 3. He's on 3 out of 6, bleeding and shocked. And is he... let's see, that is the Dark Rain token. Yes, it is.
And here comes the fallback, it looks like.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, very, very bad round for Kollar. He spent all of his resources to achieve the goal of KOing Red Skull 3 and did not even get halfway there.
No.
We're just barely halfway.
Yeah, and that's it for him. His round is over. Now Kyle gets to have his way with Kollar. And first thing is first, MODOK 2 is going after Baron Zemo 3. Baron Zemo. Red Skull 3. Yeah, good. 3 hits going into Red Skull 3, who saves 2 so far. He's got a crit. Crit rolls into nothing helpful. So he's going to take a point of damage. Let's see what MODOK 2 decides to do next. I hear some dice being thrown. Oh, was this some rerolls? Not sure. But it looks like another point of damage went through and he got incinerated as well. Not good.
Nope.
No. It looks like another attack going through. 2 hits with a crit. And that goes into another hit. So 3 successes into 1 save so far. Just one save. So it looks like another 2 going through on Red Skull 3. They'll put him on 4 out of 6, if I'm doing this right. Oh, he rolled in an extra die. And manages to KO.
Red Skull going down.
Or daze, rather. Daze Kollar's Red Skull. Wow. Okay.
This is pretty bad.
It is really bad. Yeah. Then everybody thought this game was over straight away. Chat wasn't happy. The peanut gallery was rioting. Settle down, gentlemen. This is MCP. Dice gods know how to play their game. Toy with your feelings and emotions. Bullseye just decides
this
to...
this can easily... I mean, we'll see what happens next round, for sure.
Yep.
Dice can turn around on a dime.
Yes, and as Gil's pointed out, being on your injured side means you get even more dice from Death's Decree off of Thanos. So, all right, this is Kyle, because he won the middle point. He gets to move the researcher if he wishes, and he's decided to do that, moving it towards the back. And I should point out that Kyle made a massive 4 points there, 3 from the middle and 1 for the back point.
Big round of scoring.
Yeah, 5-1. They'll do some damage now for Gamma Shelters. Thanos on the bottom is going to mitigate that because he always reduces damage. His damage reduction 0. The rest of the guys all look within 2, so it's fine. Okay. This is Kollar now. He's got to make the most of this, and he's got Red Skull 3 and Thanos both really out of position, to be honest. But
yeah, Thanos even took a gamut damage there.
Can he not mitigate it? Is it only
No, it only enemy effects.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yep.
So this is tough for Kollar because whoever he activates, no matter who he activates, Kyle is gonna have a good chance of doing away with one of the unactivated characters, because MODOK is basically impossible to take down here. Unless he starts by activating Thanos, and that is probably a bad idea given that he is shocked.
I hear dice being rolled, so I'm going to assume this is Zemo. Oh my god! Oh no!
Oh, that's not how you do it.
Dice gods must be Canadian. Oh god!
Yeah, and he even paid for Master Swordsman there, so that's... Ow.
More skulls. If he rolls 6 skulls, I'm going to crap my pants. No. 2 hits. 2 hits into 2 saves.
Yeah, 2 blocks. 2 blocks.
Yeah. So he's done 1. He did 1 more to go.
He actually did 2 because he spent the leadership.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Thank you so much.
Which kind of is adding insult to injury, to be honest.
So he's left.
I believe he was hoping to one-shot Red Skull with a spender, and then do a Death's Decree attack into one of the big guys. Probably Ultron, because MODOK would only sacrifice to the grunts.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he's used the movement off of that attack to move backwards to contest the researcher. Keep in mind he's injured, so he won't necessarily own that so easily. And he does have a spender that's range 3, but I don't think he has the power for it. I can't remember. Maybe it is 2. Power 2. Yeah, cost 2. Thanks, Gil. Okay, so he could conceivably knock out Red Skull 3, which would really help things out for him right now.
Yep.
Nigel in the chat, a little unsure. A little unsure, Nigel is debating it. All right, but this is a Death's Decree spender into, I presume, Red Skull 3. He needs to take 1 point of damage to go down. He saved nothing. This is looking good for Kollar. Oh, yeah. Boom. Boom. He splattered Red Skull 3 across the pavement.
Yep.
Blech. He's out of here. Off the board. No leadership left for Kyle.
Yep, but this is likely to be a trade-off where Kyle is going to be able to KO Kollar's Red Skull in retaliation.
Mm. Okay.
So basically, the good blocks of Kyle and the abysmal hits of Kollar have made him fail to turn his priority advantage into a number of models advantage. And here we see the consequence of that.
Yeah. So Bullseye played Dark Rain onto Kollar's Red Skull 3. And now Ultron 2 is going after him. So he's abandoned the drones. Drones aren't doing anything, presumably. And okay, so he managed to do 1 hit point into Red Skull 3, maybe 2, can't remember. Maybe 2. And also giving him poison and bleed again as part of his normal attack. Now the second attack's going in. And he rolls 3 hits. Red Skull 3 rolls 1 save, so 4 hits. 4 hits and 1 save. Oh yeah, the re-rolls were happening because of Dark Rain. 4 hits into 1 save is 3 points of damage. So does Red Skull 3 survive?
Unless Kyle's Ultron can find something to throw at him.
It doesn't look like it.
No.
Maybe this, what is this thing? Is this fountain towards the bottom of the screen? But
yeah, I'm not sure he was within 3 of that.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, it's just the angle right now. It might be, but that's certainly the only thing that's close by.
Indeed. It's exciting.
Really exciting. It's on a knife's edge. All these things really matter. There's not a lot of fat on these lists. Oof. All right, they're debating something.
But if Kollar gets an activation with this Red Skull here,
Encephalo Beam moves Red Skull 3.
He does have 1 health point left plus bleed. Yeah, and he's gonna be forced to walk at least once, maybe. I don't know.
So that was the end of Ultron 2. So Kollar is going to activate Red Skull 3 straight away. He's looking to portal himself back into the action.
Mm-hmm.
King Mark is mentioning...
Feels a little bit like Red Mist here.
Yeah, could be. Could be. Let's get the Red Mist. He could play Cosmic Obliteration.
Ooh, dangerous.
Yeah,
dangerous. Bullseye has parting shots.
Yeah, do not. All right.
He has to one-shot him or die.
Okay. And Thanos isn't there to help him.
Nope.
Oh dear. People have said that fallback was used but not flipped over. I am not sure of that. I know it was being looked at, but I'm not sure if he actually did it.
Yeah, I think he only measured.
Yeah.
I would not be against putting damage into Ultron here, actually, because he's already activated, so he's not going to be able to use the power. And then Kollar can try to daze him early round 4 to take away an activation from him.
Yeah. Okay, so he's played Cosmic Obliteration as we expected. This will allow him to get rid of the bleed and the and he'll also be able to put it on people within 3. So that'll be Ultron 2 and MODOK 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're still talking things through, trying to debate what the target will be for Red Skull 3. So he's decided to put Incinerate on MODOK 2 and on Ultron 2 as well.
Ooh, this Cosmic Obliteration.
Yeah, it was Cosmic Obliteration.
Probably wanted to play that card before. And then, this is where the dysfunctioning tokens.
Yeah. So those
rank us
Red Skulls.
He should remove his.
Yeah, the poison and the bleed should be coming off Red Skull 3. He's just done his spender into Bullseye. He's just done his spender. I saw him spend a bunch of power. He's got to do this in one go.
Very dangerous.
Oh no!
Very, very dangerous.
No, it's not gonna do it.
There are 2. He needs 1 more hit from those crits, and he has a Zemo reroll.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got 2 crits.
Otherwise, he's dead.
He's got 2 crits. No, they roll into blanks. Oh no! Oh no!
Zemo reroll. Zemo reroll.
Zemo reroll. He's got 3 hits.
He got it.
Wow.
He got it. 4 hits because
of. Oh my God! Kollar must be shitting bricks over there. Oh man.
This, however, means that Prio will swing to Kyle, unless he dates Thanos, which is
possible. Ooh. Wow. So, his second attack, I'm not sure where it went into. It's somebody who got incinerated, I'm sure, because I only see 2 dice in defense being rolled. Whoever rolled that rolled 1 save. So we'll see who's going to take the damage. A decent hit. Looks like 4 hits. 4 hits into 1 save. That went into the drones, actually. The drones.
Yep.
Okay. What that means is that MODOK 2 doesn't have many bodyguards apart from Ultron 2 now. And I just see another attack. What was that?
I was thinking the leadership. He should die. Yeah, he doesn't have bleed. He did Cosmic Obliteration. Yeah, but because he was disconnected earlier, the tray is bugged. So sadly, we'll have to make do and pretend the bleed and the poison isn't there. But yeah. I mean, soon enough, he will be dead to gamma radiation. Most likely.
That's right.
So,
oh my God! Unless Thanos can portal him over into safety.
Yeah, surely can.
Yeah.
Unless MODOK kills him.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a leadership off the table again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what's happening here now.
It looks like Kyle isn't taking any risks and killing. No,
nope.
He's not.
He's gonna let. He's gonna leave Red Skull 3 alone and go after Zemo. Zemo sitting on the researcher. This is MODOK 2 going into Zemo. 2 hits with a crit. Crit rolls into another hit. That's 3 hits into 2 saves.
Oof.
So I'm not sure if the reroll for Zemo happened yet. I should take a damage, no? Yeah.
Not sure the reroll happened either. It's happening now. There it is. No damage.
Yeah, no damage.
but incinerate.
Mm. Okay, that was the first action. A lot on the line here, these activations.
If Simo lives, he can have a huge activation.
Mm-hmm. All right, he's going to
Let
go.
alone if Red Skull lives, because Thanos can portal him to safety.
Yeah, but no, he's going after Red Skull 3 now.
He's quite likely to go down here.
Yeah, 3 hits into 1 save. That's the end of Red Skull 3.
Yep. So leaderships are off the board.
Yeah. All right, that makes the following the game a little easier.
Yep. Honest dice.
Yeah. Okay. That means just Thanos left, which means Kollar has lost priority. Not great either. Looks like he'll get 3 points here if he pops them between the Gamma Shelter and the Researcher.
Yep. So Space Gem up, punch MODOK twice, and possibly sending him flying into Ultron a couple of times to make sure that Ultron takes damage but doesn't go down, so that he can easily daze him next round.
All right, here we go. First punch.
Thanos is, however, shocked.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
So he rolled 1 too many dice there.
Oh, dear.
Looks like.
And is looking to re-roll
Unless...
one because of Zemo. Good save again. Jesus Christ, Kyle. Holy moly, look at these saves. Man, he saved 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
5. Wow.
Oh, no. And he's thrown with the punch. He's thrown into Ultron, who Ultron didn't save at all. So he took a lot of damage.
Not sure if he maybe shook shock. You could zoom out and see what it looks like above his tray.
Sure.
Nope, shock's still there. He rolled 1 too many dice.
Yeah. So with the punch, he threw MODOK 2 into Ultron 2, who didn't save anything. So that took quite a bit of damage. She's on 6 out of 8 hit points. And apparently,
given that Kollar rolled two wilds, it doesn't matter if one of them gets removed, and no damage was dealt to MODOK, but yeah.
And MODOK's incinerated. Shouldn't be throwing this many dice in defense either. I don't know what's going on with these guys tonight. 3 hits. 3 hits into no save, so you take or 1 save maybe. Oop. You still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, that was weird.
But the screen disappeared.
Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, looks like he dazed Ultron 2.
I have no visual at the moment.
Oh, sorry. That's probably what's going on. Let me share the screen. Yeah, that's what happened. Hang on. There you go. Can you see it now?
2 bouncing squares so far.
Yeah, something happened with Discord. Must have disconnected and connected again. Nothing?
Not yet. Now I see you.
Weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you. Something happened with it bugged. I'll try it again. There we go.
There we are. Nice. Okay, so we dazed Ultron. That's...
Yeah, I think it was from a second throw. I think it was from a second throw. And now he's portaling MODOK 2 back out of the way. Okay. That is the end of the round, I think. Yep, sure enough.
So the bad thing about this for Kollar is that Ultron is now guaranteed an activation round 4 because of Age of Ultron.
Oh God, yeah, of course. So that brings Kollar up to 4 points. Kyle's on 5, but I feel like this is going to be an attrition game, not a scoring game. But we'll see. You never know. Thanos is on only 5 out of 8 hit points, though, on his healthy side. It's really Kollar behind the gun here.
Yeah, and Prio is with Kyle, so... Ugh.
Yeah, so Kyle's going up first. He's got Ultron 2, no grunts on the table, MODOK 2, and Bullseye. See if Thanos survives this.
Bullseye also has enough power for a spender, which is nothing to be sneezed at.
No, absolutely not. Want to thank everybody for supporting us this season. Got a lot of nice notes from people writing comments. Also, a lot of comments on the last couple of games, which is really fun. So thank you for that. Ultron 2 moves forward, which he doesn't like to do, and is going to attack Zemo 2. Why do I keep saying that? Zemo 1. Baron Zemo 1. Not a great hit, but neither good save. So it looks like 1 goes through.
Ooh.
So he's on 3 out of 5.
So it's all going to come down to the size 3 throw here. And the grunts appear within 2 of MODOK so that he can be safe.
Yeah. Why is that, though? What got thrown to bring him back?
The fountain.
Oh, fountain got disappeared. Yeah, okay, thanks. So he's doing... What is this now? It was a good hit, whatever it was. And Zemo saved 2, but that's not going to be enough. Who attacked?
What are we missing? So was that a...
Because Ultron 2...
So did he start with a throw and then attacked?
Yeah,
or
maybe. But he wouldn't have rolled attack dice then. Because he clearly had to walk forward.
Yeah.
Very confused.
Right, but yeah, because I was certain he threw Kyle threw attack dice for some reason, but yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So Zemo is KO'd. Thanos will be cephalo-beamed away.
Recal.
And
Thanks, Jonah. It was recal. They redid everything to do recal.
We are.
Thank you. Okay, and then he encephalo-beamed Thanos further away.
Another failed recal for Kollar.
Yeah.
He did the same thing to Zemo against Pat. And now he's only 1 model left. Shocked Thanos, who will soon be unable to move any of Kyle's models. This is not in any way, shape, or form good for Kollar.
No, after that really hot start, it's completely fallen away from him.
Yep. Yeah, maybe he even had like was a bit tunnel visioned when the first hit went so big into Red Skull.
Yeah, absolutely. Isak J is making a good point. Kyle with another comeback after starting on rough footing. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Maybe this is what he's about. He only gets stronger as he gets beaten up. He's like the ultimate classical hero. It's his signature move. It's going to be a lot of champagne flowing in Edmonton tonight if Kyle manages to win this. All right. Kollar trying to figure out what to do with Thanos.
Yep.
Thanos has only got 3 hit points on his healthy side still. It's going to count. This one has to count. Kollar has so many more actions still left to go. MODOK 2, Bullseye.
Kyle, you mean?
Kyle, thank you. All right. He portals himself forward back into that sweet spot between the 3 points. 3 victory points, that is.
Ooh, not close enough.
Not within 3, sadly. Oh, no. Ugly.
Not close enough for that mind gem.
Nope.
And the other guys are immune.
That's right. He can't portal MODOK 2 or Ultron 2. He could do the drones. Let's see. Does this mean this could be another one Canadian final win? To add to their
I believe so.
Add to the legendary the legacy, the Canadian legacy in the TTS leagues. Well, he can reach MODOK 2 if he wished. That range 4. That's an attack, or
Yeah, that could be. He could portal MODOK towards himself, punch him, and hope to throw him into stuff.
Yeah. Keep in mind, killing Ultron here just doesn't make sense since he has Age of Ultron up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Brace for Impact still online. Thank you, Ransom Demands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kollar still thinking what to do. He's still outside of range 3. Ooh, is he going to actually use an action to move? Wow. Yep, sure enough. And now he's going to mind gem him forward. Yeah, Lucas, we'll ask him about the red mist for sure. All right, and he's punching Bullseye. Bullseye saves nothing. Oh God, not a great hit either. Just one crit. No, Dice Gods. The Dice Gods, Kollar. Sorry, man. They are not interested in seeing you win tonight. They are definitely in Team Canada tonight. Oof. Yep, and then he's going to use he's going to portal.
Get MODOK out of there.
MODOK 2 out of there. And that's the end of Thanos' activation. Kyle straight on it, moving MODOK 2 back on the point with one of his actions. And now it's back in range of Thanos. Three hits with the crit. Not a good save. 3 hits with the crit. So he's going to take 1 more point of damage with the damage mitigation.
Yep.
Oh, he's re-rolling.
Yeah, he spends. MODOK spends power off of Bullseye to do rerolls, which is something that he can do.
Rerolls don't help, so leaves Thanos on 1 with Incinerate. And he encephalobeams, or he moves. Who's this now? Oh, this is Bullseye. Bullseye walk forward, and now he's going to attack Thanos. He only has to do 1 hit point of damage.
Hit and run into Thanos to get to the back point and score.
Yeah, 2 points.
Lots.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 points. Yep, sure enough. So it doesn't do any damage, but does the hit and run.
Yep.
And that's it. So he'll get 2 points. That's Kyle getting 2 points, and Kollar will get 3, tightening things up. 8 to 7.
So.
Oh no, 4. Sorry, they each got 3. They each got 3 because Bullseye's getting 2. That's it. Yeah. Kollar moving the researcher.
Yeah, like pointed out in the chat, as Thanos has both bleed and only 1 hit point left, that essentially leaves him staggered. He cannot not take that, or just expect that he's going down anyway and just have 2 actions. Not sure what.
This is why I don't play tall lists, Huggy Bear. It just seems like once it slips away from you, you're screwed. Because there's no safety net.
That seems to be the case sometimes. However, if your opponent has slightly bad dice, it's often an easy win for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Kollar's going with Thanos, obviously, first, because otherwise he's not going to get to do anything in this round. It looks like he's trying to portal MODOK 2 closer. Come closer.
Yeah, but not far enough away from the grunts to be able to prevent MODOK from sacrificing into them.
Yep. And he's moving Ultron 2 as well out of the way with his mind gem.
Oh yeah, no. This is the grunts.
Oh, it's the grunts. Okay.
This is smart. The grunts, Ultron 2 is immune to the mind gem, whereas the grunts are not.
Right. Well, but he could still sacrifice into Ultron 2, no? Or is he too far away?
I don't know. That they would have to measure that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think he is within.
Seems like it's sacrificed to Ultron there.
Yeah. Which is what you want, because Ultron 2 just comes back with his Age of Ultron card.
Now he's rolling the right number of dice.
Looks like 3 hits into 1 save. So 2 go through, and he gets thrown. That's the important part.
Yep.
Now, MODOK 2 is not able to bodyguard, but he's got 6 hit points left. He is incinerated. Let's see if he throws the right amount of dice. Looks like the second attack going into MODOK 2, I'd imagine. A lot of dice being thrown. Ooh, no saves. 3 hits. Crit rolls into something. Not a big hit, though. 4 hits. 4 hits.
4 is kind of a big hit. hit for a 5 dice attack, but
yeah, okay. And the bleed takes him down.
Yeah. So now Kyle will simply walk over to the points and score 6.
So he moved Ultron 2 forward and encephalobleamed.
Whoop. And Bullseye can just stay where he is.
Right. Bullseye's going to score 2. MODOK now is scoring 3. That's 5. And one more for Ultron 2. So that's 6. Bringing him to 14. Yeah. Let's see if Kollar decides to play this round out. But oh, no, the disconnect. Let's see who dropped. Oh, dear. Sorry, guys. There we go. They're talking about it. I thought somebody disconnected, but it seems like they're both still in the game.
Both hands are on the table. So
yeah, for sure. Yep, they're calling it. They're calling it. All right, what are your reflections on the game?
I mean, it's hard to go around the fact that Kollar's dice let him down at the start of the game after giving him a very big spike early. Although Kyle's defensive tech did force him to jump through some hoops and do some moves that he probably wouldn't have preferred. I mean, Kyle saving MODOK to an Ultron for as late activation at round 1 was very smart, because that meant that because both of those are immune to the mind gem, so can't be like fished out of the back lines the way Red Skull was. So that meant that Kollar had a tough time getting ideal setups for attacking round 1, which is what he likes to do, and then have a KO early. None of that mattered, and then failing to KO Red Skull early round 2 was big. Yeah. Obviously, that that caused a lot of problems for him down the line. But I mean, the puzzle that Kyle's list puts forward with the sacrificing MODOK and the Age of Ultron is really tough to solve, and it became very important late game. I believe Kollar was surprised by this by the team that Kyle put forward, and he failed to solve it fast on the fly, and
fast enough,
dice didn't help.
Right. Let's jump into their channel and see what the boys have to say for themselves. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. It was a pretty brutal game, to be honest with you. And there's no finesse to it, I should say. But let's see what the gentlemen have to say about it. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Hi.
Well,
hello, boys.
First of all, thank you both for letting us stream the finals game and kicking off season 13's the end of season 13.
Yes.
All right, Kollar, let us start with you.
Yes.
There was no choice in the threat levels, 15 threat. On the other hand, it was down the middle for both the secure and the extract. Really, it's kind of like two secures, so to speak.
Yeah.
Tell us why you went so tall, and were you expecting to see Kyle bringing Cabal instead of Convocation?
I was expecting it when I noticed he had Red Skull on his list. I figured he would have some sort of plan on 15, and the fact that it involved two characters who are immune to Mind Gem is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
I had a choice to go a more wider list if I wanted, but I don't think it's helpful at that point. I basically needed to get the kill on Red Skull earlier.
Yeah.
Early when I did, and I didn't. So that was my game plan. I might have done something like my Thanos activation at the start there may have been bad, but the sacrifice into fallback is a very rough knot, and I didn't fancy. I figured either I get 2 attacks with Thanos or get 1 attack with one of the others, and he's always going to sacrifice the one that has Death's Decree attached to it. So I figured 2 Thanos attacks would be better. It didn't work out, so it was a good defensive setup he had. So it was a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we remarked at both MODOK 2 and Ultron 2 not being able to be moved by you is a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, then the bodyguard on a central crisis, a double central crisis, is really perfect for him. Very hard to undo. Huggy Bear, though, you wrote down a question about positioning of Red Skull 3, Kollar's Red Skull 3.
Well, it wasn't really about that. Well, it comes into play a bit later. But
go ahead.
The round 1, you did daze Kyle's Red Skull through a spike.
Yeah.
Did that in any way affect your decisions for round 2? The hidden question there is sort of, do you think that spike days made you tunnel vision in any way?
Maybe. I think the main thing is here, but I knew that taking out like Red Skull was my target fairly early on. He's the one without defensive tech outside of sacrifice, outside of fallback. I know what Red Skull can do if left alive, and I feel like I needed to take away his exploding skulls. So it was always my plan. Like I looked at this and I figured I think like Red Skull is the one that needs to die, and then after I've done that, my ideal hope for round 2 was to generate enough power to untie the knot as well. In regards to you need to activate something to put it in the reverse bodyguard range of MODOK, because otherwise MODOK is next in line. Is the big thing. I mean, Age of Ultron changes this matchup a whole lot, because you just don't want any attacks into Ultron at this point. And I wanted to do the kind of play I did into Lucas, where I just want to I want a Cosmic Portal Ultron. I want to hit him with some spenders from Thanos to push him, and that's it. I don't want to touch him any other way. So I think, I mean, maybe I could have just gone for the easy quote unquote kill on Bullseye earlier. Like in round 1, moving him over, turning it into 3 versus 3. I had ideas about passing away priority because of the drones, and then playing for control a bit more. But I figured if I can get Red Skull instead, that would be the thing to do.
Yeah, sure. Okay, but then we did see you move Red Skull 3 quite a ways off into the distance, so to speak, towards your left at one point. What was going through your mind at that point? Because it seemed like that then led him to be even further out into Africa afterwards.
Yes, that was actually a very deliberate thing, because his Red Skull was on enough power to start spending, and I didn't want him to one round my team with everyone being within 2 of each other, and he had Dark Rain up, so he could basically, like, if he Dark Rains and spenders Thanos, it is a very high likelihood of getting the trigger, and then maybe like two rounding, like KOing or dacing 2 characters instead.
Okay, got it. So you took that risk to just make sure that you'd have more chances later on.
Also, I put him behind the building, so
Sure.
Red Skull, so Ultron wouldn't see him where he started, so he wouldn't get double tapped by Ultron.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Any other questions for?
I have several.
Go ahead.
It's obvious. I understand if it's hard to backtrack particular moves, but in round 2, Kyle had 2 activations left, and you had only Red Skull. Was there any particular reason why you choose not to pass at that point?
That was when I went for his. Was that his MODOK?
I
tried. No, that was Bullseye. With the spender.
Bullseye.
Yeah. So the idea there was basically to allow. I felt like I was in a. I felt like I was in a bind, and I needed to try and go for the high variance plays. So spending Bullseye, hoping to trigger the attack, sort of chaining the attack and taking away activations, because I felt like I was on the back foot, basically.
Right. And that also included you playing Dark Rain at a point when you only had 1 attack.
Let's see. That was into
Red Skull.
Yeah.
That was into Red Skull. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. And that was also like a forced hand.
That was a forced hand kind of move. That was what I needed Red Skull off the table, basically. And it is what it is. I had a very, very, very nice spike at the start of the game, and then my dice were consistently in the spot where I needed to look for sort of outs that were hard to reach, and I think it took like 1.5, probably like two full activations to kill Red Skull, which is like I mean, it was a gamble activating Thanos and doing it. I mean, there was I think my biggest thing was I shouldn't have moved Thanos up. I should have moved my Red Skull up to be within range 2 of his dazed Red Skull with the scalpel to start round 2 with a scalpel on his Red Skull out of any sacrifice range, and then double tapping him with energy attacks. With Cosmic Obliteration, for Incinerate. But it's easy to realize these things after the fact.
Yeah,
so that was probably
for sure, yeah.
That was
playing and analyzing are 2 very different things.
Yeah, absolutely.
One last question. In round 3, you dazed Ultron. First by punching MODOK to send him flying into him, leaving him on 2 health, if I'm not mistaken. Why did you decide to daze him and not leave him on 2
that wasn't
round 14?
That wasn't a decision. He sacrificed with MODOK's reverse sacrifice.
All right. Yeah. Right.
Like that was me. Basically, I wanted to I needed to force through attacks to put him in the to get him out of the knots, and then my hope was that Ultron, if Ultron fluffs the dice, then you need to be careful about spending power on him. So I was hoping I could, for example, if I could put a number of damage on him and then let him be eaten by the gamma radiation, there are ways to get around the Age of Ultron. Which is, I mean, I don't think they were, but I was basically looking for different outs that I could do.
Sure. At that point,
Right.
you were looking for plan C, plan D to try to help.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's Cal played a great game, and he had a list that was very strong into what I brought, and we talked about how Convocation is not a strong affiliation at 15 down the middle, and he has found what I've considered a very good solution to that.
Yep. Great. So let us switch over to Kyle. Congratulations. You've become one of the pantheon of Canadian finalists, winners of the season TTS leagues. Congratulations. Amazing achievement.
Thank you. Thanks go out to all my locals. I know they were at the store watching us play this game today. Thanks goes out to they have a big TV.
Oh, amazing.
Watching it, apparently.
Good. I should also say
told.
the Edmonton crowd was out in force cheering you on as well.
Well, thank you to all my brothers and sisters out in Edmonton and everywhere across the great Canadian North for supporting the little guy coming out from a big country trying to make his way in the world against a wonderful opponent. Kollar, Anders, we talked leading up to the game. We bounced a few funny ideas off each other. We talked before the game. We're both just like, look, we're both great players, and it's a die game, and someone's gonna roll better, and it just happened to be me. We both had interesting play styles.
I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit now. So yeah, it was a good list, and you played it well. So take that with you.
Let's talk about that actually. So you you showed off all your convocation skills, but I think everybody in the chat realized that with this double E scenario, convocation is not in the best spot. Was this roster the same as you had last time, or did you tech it a little bit knowing what Kollar might be bringing?
So a few of the, of course, I hail from the Southern Ontario group, so I have a lot of big players like Curtis Osborne and Luke Schick, like big names in the scene in the local area. And I was talking to them. We actually had an event on Saturday that I hosted at our local Torchlight. And I was talking to them, and a lot of the guys were like, what you need to do is figure out something to do at 15 and 16. Because 17 up, Convocation can do pretty well. They can run like the MODOK Ultron ball with a few little tech pieces, the Morto for the dice and all that such. And you can defend them fairly well. But you're going to have issues at 15 and 16 because you have to run like Thanos Strange and then Wong, which is what I ran when I played Defenders earlier in the league. And I did well because I rolled like a demon, but it didn't feel very reliable because if they can catch Strange out without books, he just dies. And then what do you do? Right? So you end up with serious problems. So I went back to the drawing board and I looked at my roster and I was like, okay, well, I have like a bunch of Cabal affiliates in the roster. I have Zemo, I have Mordo, I have Red Skull or Ultron, and a lot of people are running the Red Skull 3. I was like, okay, can I make a good 15? And then I set this up and I was like, that's going to be annoying to play against. So I decided, at 15, I was going to run Bullseye, the list you see here, and at 16 I was going to swap Bullseye out for Zemo or Mordo depending on the matchup. And I was like, this'll do well. And then it also helps that Thanos is so prevalent and the ability to not be moved and also kick off all like one attack at least around to somebody he doesn't want to have it on. It helps a lot in the down the middle matchups.
Yeah. But you seem to be a master of MODOK too. You're really showing off what he can be about. Was he always your anchor? Because he was last time in the semifinals as well.
Yeah. So I played some Convocation before MODOK, like before the core set and like well, I guess not before MODOK. MODOK was out, but I didn't understand the value of the model at the time. It was before Ultron 2. I played a little bit of Convocation, and they were more of like a wider type roster. They were like you could generate some advantages by bumping out of like a single opponent's attack ranges and such, and it made them good at the sort of evasive game. And then Ultron came out, and all of a sudden it was like I can just make a brick with Ultron and MODOK at any threat 17 or higher, and this is now an attrition team. So it kind of And then once I did that, I really started to dig into Convocation as a roster, and then I started to do fairly well with them, and it's resulted in what you see here today. So
Yeah. So but this is your backup plan for low low threat crises.
yes, once at like I said, at 15 and 16, you have like, if you're down the middle, you have a significantly hard time producing like a team that won't run into survivability issues in Convocation.
Yeah.
Because it's just a lot of Thanos, right?
Yeah.
So playing this helps a lot, especially in like the control matchups with having helmet effects on both Ultron and MODOK. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. People are asking, why did you choose your extracts?
Why did I choose my extracts? Hold on. Can you bust yours open again, Anders, please?
Absolutely.
Just so I can take a look. Why did I choose my extracts?
Because you had very similar crises picks, I thought, from both sides.
Oh, I picked my extracts because the concept of him being able, like, okay, so I just going left to right on his extracts. First of all, our secures are almost entirely the same. I have the meteors instead of intrusions. Either of those are playable. I've experimented with both. I picked my extracts partially because 18 and 15 are both really good for this roster for playing Cabal, and I wanted to play Cabal into him because I thought I would need the damage output to be able to keep up.
Right.
And at 18 here, I literally just add Zemo, and the list works itself out. And the other thing was I did not want to play Skrulls because Skrulls is a nightmare against the Thanos. With his, like, if you go up and grab the Skrull and you get pushed somewhere, that guy's just dead.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Yep.
And then and I didn't want to play against 20 because the more models he can put down with the Thanos, the more deaths decrees he can do, the more value you get from it.
Yeah.
And I did not want to play Senators because the concept of him getting 3 Senators and like just dazing my models who have Senators as he goes and winning on points was a nightmare. So I just was like, no, thank you. We'll play my extracts.
Yeah, makes loads of sense. All right, let me toss it over to. Oh, go ahead, Kollar.
Senators is actually there to play Mystique Brotherhood, so that's what would have come out in that case. So it would have been a scenario fight. I think.
Well, thank God that didn't happen. That's what we'll say.
All right, Huggy Bear, what do you got for Kyle?
Well, I think you covered most of the important points, but was there any point during the game where you felt like not in control, or was this very intricate defensive build just solid all the way through, did you feel?
So not in control. With something like this, you kind of always feel in control because I get to choose where at least one of the attacks you like. If you have to kill MODOK eventually because he's the highest output piece on the team, essentially. And I always get to control where at least one attack on him goes. The most I felt out of control, I guess you could say, I sort of just felt on the back foot was the pulling Red Skull to here and instantly dazing him with just straight 6 damage. I was like, I am in serious trouble. However, the dice then went cold, and I managed to get my Red Skull back and hold him for another full round, which was insane. And it just led to a giant attrition advantage that Anders could not overcome.
So were you not expecting that to happen? That getting fished out like that?
I was expecting it to happen. So the point of this roster was I was hoping that I would get maybe 2 good rounds. He would daze Red Skull by the end of the 3rd or beginning of the 3rd round. I would have a good initial clash with an injured Red Skull to put a bunch of damage on Thanos to take Cosmic Portal away. And once Cosmic Portal's gone, you can't break up the Ultron MODOK brick anymore. That was my hope. And what ended up happening happening was I had to accelerate the schedule because I figured I wouldn't have a Red Skull by the end of round 2. After he instantly dazed, and I ended up being able to play the original plan because Red Skull ended up living. Just through everything that could possibly be thrown at him, and it resulted in me getting a huge attrition advantage, which was just insane.
Yep.
Okay. Right.
Is that it, Huggy Bear?
Thank you. That's it for me.
All right. Wonderful. Well, Kyle, congratulations again. Huge achievement. Did you drop any games at all across the, 15 games that you've had to play in this season?
No, actually, funnily enough.
Wow. Amazing.
I've had a very good string of discovering new things and playing new people and doing quite well. So hopefully I can keep it up, although I suspect eventually it's going to have to end. But it got me this far. And
do you expect to play in season 14 then?
Probably not. As unfortunate as that is, I'm starting a new job, which is going to take up a lot of my time.
Sure.
In the next few weeks, so it's probably not going to be in the cards for me. But eventually, I'll come back, almost certainly.
Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't start till May 6th, so maybe things will come your way by then.
Maybe we'll find out.
We'll find out. But in the meantime, you're going to get your name inscribed on the official plaque that holds all the winners of the previous 12 seasons. And as I said, be part of the legendary Canadian Pantheon terrorizing the TTS leagues. Apparently, there's quite a few Canadians who've won this, as we discussed. Amazing.
Even more have been in the finals.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, at Lucas's legacy there as well. But it was wonderful watching you both, and thank you again. Want to thank everybody who's been supporting us over the course of all these games. As I said, there was 15 games that we streamed over season 13, and you guys have been wonderful, really making it fun for us. But most of all, thank you to my usual co-host and the guy who keeps me on the straight and narrow when it comes to strategy and tactics, and that is the Huggy Bear.
Thank you, Norbert. Always a pleasure. These finals are really, really the top quality games that we always enjoy streaming, and it's another one for the books.
Yeah, another one for the books. Well, as I said, everybody, we're going to go on hiatus now. We might do a stream here and there of some personal games and things like that. But look for us for the beginning of season 14, which will start on May 6th. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled on the MCP TTS Discord server for information on how to join that. And if nothing else, do leave us a comment and a like and a subscribe and all that nonsense, just so that we know that we are helping spread the word about MCP to the greater community. So with that, I want to thank everybody and wish you all a great evening ahead. Good night.
Thank you.